Hello and welcome to the class, my dear student. So today we shall be continuing with the same chapter, denudation. So without any further delay, let's start the video. Now next we will move on to the middle course of a river, also known as the maturity stage of a river. Characteristics of a river in the middle course. So number one is, in this course of a river, what happens is the river leaves mountain area and enters the plain area. The gradient or the slope is reduced and the river flows more slowly. The lateral cutting is more active than down cutting. The volume of water in the river increases due to many tributaries joining it. The river also widens as a result of great volume of water and impact of the load. The main work of a river is transportation and deposition. Now next is landforms of the middle course. In the middle course, the river's deposition work is more important than its erosion work. Therefore, the landforms of deposition are more prominent than the landforms of erosion. So the two important landforms, Mender and Oxbow Lake, are very important. Now first, let's say what is Mender. So Menders are bands of longitudinal courses. In a simple word, Mender is the zigzag course of a river. So these are the result of both erosion and deposition work of a river. Meanders generally form under condition of a gentle slope and sufficient water in rivers. And meander is one of the important landform of the middle course of a river. Now we will learn about the Oxbow Lake. The cut-off neck of a meander is known as Oxbow Lake. When the curvature of the meander loop are more and more circular, the curvature then becomes more sharp and river breaks through the meander to form Oxbow Lake. The Ganga in India and the Mississippi in USA are famous for their meander. So these are all about the work of the river and the landform in the middle course. Now next we will move on to the lower course of the river, also known as the old stage. Characteristics of the river in the lower course. Number 1. A river flows sluggishly, means more slowly because of presence of more sediments, and also the volume of water decreases and makes many landforms. Number 2. In the lower course of the river, all the ideal condition for depositional landforms exist. So deposition is the main action in the lower course. But the load transporting capacity is drastically reduced due to the sluggish or slow flow as well as division of a river into many distributaries. So these are the main characteristics of the river in the lower course or the old stage. Now next is the landform in the lower course of the river. In the lower course of the river, Delta is one of the important depositional landform feature. Triangular shaped deposition of sediments near the mouth of a river is known as delta. It resembles Greek letter triangle. The Ganga-Brahmaputra Delta, also known as Sundarban Delta, is one of the largest delta in the world. But one thing you have to keep in mind, not all the rivers form delta. There are certain conditions for the formation of delta. Let's check out. Number 1. It includes nearly calm and sheltered sea, large amount of sediment supply and a reasonable size of the river. The small river do not form delta. The delta have also their own structure and undergo upliftment and subsidence. The delta grow at a certain rate. So these are the certain conditions necessary for the formation of delta. So this is all about the work of the river in the upper course, middle course and the lower course. I hope this much is clear to you all. In the next video, we will be discussing about the work of the wind.